Whether you're a vendor or a participant at a convention, there are a few things that you should be aware of and be respectful for. Welcome to the do's and don'ts of cons. Number 1, do be mindful. Sometimes you may not see something per your taste at a con or a vendor table, but please be respectful. Don't say, ooh. Instead, don't say anything at all. Number 2, do not complain about prices. Some people may spend more time, effort, or resources on their work or what they've purchased to resell, but don't complain about who's selling what at a higher price versus how much money you have. If you can't afford it, don't buy it. This coincides with being mindful. Number 3, don't compare artists. Now, I've mentioned this in a past video, probably one of the 10 things not to say to an artist, and it's just a respectful thing. Just don't do it. Every artist sees something differently, so do not judge their minds. Number 4, do not loiter at an artist or a vendor table at a convention unless you're there to purchase something. If you're a friend of the artist or vendor, get permission to go behind the table or off to the side, that way you can chat with them while they're doing business. If you clog up the table front, that prevents people from actually stopping by the table because they see that you're too busy and they might not come back later. Number 5, do leave a table how you found it in the first place. Didn't your mama ever teach you to put things back where you found them? A lot of the times at a convention, people will go up and do the hands-on product testing. Sometimes this flies, sometimes this doesn't, but a lot of people will not put things back where they found them, which kind of destroys the front of your exhibit, if you will. So just be mindful and put things back. Number 6, do not touch an artist's work without permission. This goes with number 5. This is a huge one. I love when people actually ask for permission to touch one of my pieces. That way they want to experience what it is, how to examine it, all this other fun stuff before they make their final purchasing decision. But they are respectful. Now, I do have my portfolio on the table for people to grope and look through and get their little grimy mitts on. Everything in there is protected anyway, so why not show off your work? For all of those of you who are participating or just going to a convention, just remember to ask. Number 7, do ask to take pictures. A lot of people do not like being in pictures. They might not like their work being photographed. They might not like being photographed. Just remember to ask. This coincides with being respectful, mindful, do not touch kind of thing. All of these kind of go hand in hand. If you ask, they might say yes. Just don't assume. Not to mention that copyright is a huge thing nowadays. People will take a photograph, put it online, claim it as their own kind of thing. No. Just remember to ask. Number 8, do not let your kids just be kids in the artist alley or vendor rooms. Personal experience, there was a nice couple at a convention in the past that I went to. Their child came up to my table and I believe took one of my bath bombs or something that was on the table and just walked away. I didn't say anything because I was just like, I'm not gonna hunt a kid down and yell at them because it's not my kid. Sure enough, within like 10 minutes or 15 minutes or so, they actually came back and returned the item. Just remember that if you have a kid, keep an eye on it so they don't run around and just be a kid. Number 9, do not forget a piece of artwork you've purchased or a commission. I will add that shit back to the portfolio and sell it later on. And number 10, this coincides with a lot of the above said stuff. But do be mindful of every artist you meet or every table that you go to. Like I said in a previous video, is that I've had business card holders stolen from me because at the end of the con day, I usually leave the business card holders out on the table with my business cards just so people can take them and come back, the next day or the day after, and they were gone. So just be mindful. Do not steal. Do not place drinks on a table. That shit does condensate and it can ruin things. And do not write stuff down on top of someone's portfolio or table. If you write it down, or if you take a piece of paper and you write down your information, like say to give to me, or something that I should check out later on, do not write it on the portfolio. You can indent the pieces that are in there, and if you're writing on top of an original piece, then now I have indentations on it. And that is it for the first video of the do's and don'ts at artist conventions. If you have anything further to say or add for a future video, please leave that in the comment section below. And if you liked this video, definitely boop that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel because I put out new videos every day, Monday through Friday. But yeah, guys, I will definitely see you guys in the next video. Until then,